This is Menit again. Today we visited one of our partners, the proprietor of Udes Eco Farm. We are here today to evaluate our journey so far. We've done a lot of things as he's going to explain, but firstly wanted him to introduce himself and then let us know what was his inspiration to start this Udes Eco Farm.
Thank you, colleagues from Menit, and thanks for visiting. We started together about 1.5 years ago. I bought the farm, and the question was what kind of animals to have in the farm. So I did some research and reading, and then I landed on Menit and looked at what they were doing, and so I gave them a call and we talked on phone, and then eventually they made a visit and we had a discussion, and then we looked at the aspirations, the vision, and then they came up with a plan. We had a plan, and so I looked at the plan, we had a discussion, and then eventually they agreed to partner with us, and so we started the journey. Obviously, it was slow at the beginning. We needed to look at the needs. We needed to grow the pasture. We needed to have enough water. We needed to fence the farm. So they accompanied us along this journey. And so here we are. We have the goat farm. We have goats, as you can see in the background. We have also the goat structures. We have the dam. And the goats have been here now for about 5 months. So far, so good. We also have kids. We have 6 kids already within 5 months. So that's progress. Already we can see the profits. The profits are the kids and the goats. So I think it's a good journey, and for me, when I started, I was still working. So I needed really people who are around to check and plan with me, because I was not there yet, and I'm still working. So it's really promising. It's a promising journey. There are a few challenges. One of them is human resource. Training and getting the right people, that is usually a challenge. Dry season is another challenge, so we need to make sure we have enough water. I think we did well because we planted the pasture earlier. So we are now in the process of making hay, making silage. So the journey is promising, and we look forward to continuing the partnership with Menit. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Doctor. Speaking about the challenges, there has been also other issues with post-harvest handling of pasture, a lot of wastage. So we've been discussing to see how that is mitigated and to improve the storage, as we are going to show you. Amongst that is to increase the capacity for our staff. Because as we started these farms from scratch, we've been also charged to ensure that the staff that are deployed here are resonating with the strategy. So as this farm is transitioning to be a state of the art, so this is basically acting as a baseline. And as we develop, we'll be showing you how the journey is, how it is looking like so far. I don't know, Doctor, what message you have for people like you who are, planning for retirement, to transition into full-time farmers, and also our youth today. So those two categories, if you can highlight on some of the advice you can give based on the experience we have gone through together developing this farm. I think it's going to help people out there.
Yeah, I think the first thing is to get knowledge, get educated, read, look for experts, because it's not good to just jump into things. And you need to start early. You don't need to wait for retirement, because it's good to start early, do your research, look for experts really, because my profession, I'm a medical doctor, so I'm not into farming, but I needed experts. So the advice is do your research, read, look for experts, consult. And if you are looking for retirement, say in 5 years or 10 years, you need to start when you still have regular income, and so that you can make the appropriate investments, so that by the time you retire, you are actually already making some profits. So I haven't really retired yet, so I'm hoping that soon already I see profits in terms of the goats, the kids. Already we have kids on the farm within 5 months, and each of those kids, can even bring in $1 million, because they are pure breed, hybrid, high percentage. So within 6 months already, if I sell the kids in the next 6 months, you could be getting 6 million shillings. So it is something to look at really and think about, and plan area research and start and try it out. And the young ones, you need to get your hands dirty a bit. We all can't do white collar jobs. And really the people who should be giving you inspiration are these young people of Menik. These are young people. I don't know how many are even in their 40s. They are all below, so that they have started this, and people of our age are working with them, actually learning from them. They are the experts. It shows that the young generation need to start looking at these things, and really we are proud of them that they have acquired this skill, they have passion, and they have inspired some of us to go into this kind of business, which is something I was not really having in mind. But I just by chance happened to watch a video when I was researching farming, and I saw their video and they looked interesting and inspiring. So I called them, and here we are, and I think the journey looks promising. Thank you.
The other aspect is some sort of highlights on what the future looks like for Udes. More into integrating your family, but also looking at the other revenue streams we've been discussing, the agro-tourism component on the other side of the farm. So it would be interesting to understand what future plans or visions you see for this farm going forward.
Yeah, no, the issue is we had a vision, and remember when we planned and talked, the idea was that this should be a model farm, and eventually we should be able to train young people. I have my nephew here who came with me. Although he's a medical doctor, I'm sure he's looking at these things, which in future I don't know whether he might start his own farm. But the idea is also to do agro-tourism, eco. We are producing food also. We have food, we have bananas, we plant potatoes and beans, and we intend to have fruits. So the idea is to have an eco farm where we really have food that is produced in a sustainable manner, ecologically, without using pesticides, and eventually train young people, and eventually have people come and stay at the farm, enjoy what we are doing, eat some of our food, and stay with us. So it's a big vision, and God willing, we shall get there.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know, Doctor, any inspiration from...
Yeah, so when my uncle said he was going to visit the farm, I asked if I could go with him, because he had told me about the farm and I really wanted to see how it was doing and maybe get inspired in future, you never know. So I came and we really looked at the goats. It was much more than we expected. Things are doing well, so I can say I'm really inspired. Uncle Bennett, you're doing well. Yeah, I may need more uploads to you guys. Yeah, I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. So today being an evaluation, we are going to sit down again, take stock of our initial plan, what has happened so far, look into things that have not worked well, those that have worked, and then see how we improve further. Because we are journeying together jointly, see that this partnership works, So we'll be updating you on expansion plan, for instance. We've been also discussing on the irrigation, on some security measures, biosecurity measures, and trying to, limit intruders from grazing in this land. So these are some of the things we want to discuss today, and see that we have accountable staff, standard equipment and infrastructure on this farm, which will provide the state of the art that we have planned for on a farm layout. I don't know if my colleagues have something to add on, but it would be great to also integrate some of the recommendations in the discussion.
Thank you so much, Brian. I'm Julius, and I've been part of the Menini farm team that is overseeing this farm, because Doctor here, as many of the farmers out there, is a telephone farmer. He's always not in country because of the nature of his job, but he has entrusted us to oversee this farm, which is something that speaks to some of you out there who think that you cannot make it unless you are on ground. So whatever we are building are systems that will have to work, that even if he's not there, the farm can continue running and of course generating the revenues that we envisage once we really put everything in order, as he's saying, because we do not have it all. We have just started, and we are doing an incremental kind of approach to ensure that this farm grows to heights. Maybe what you would pick from this farm is also that the acreage that we have has not been amassed in one go. He can tell us an experience of how he has been acquiring this land, Doctor, and the acreage you have apparently.
Yeah, so we started with about 25 acres. Now we have added on, I think, another 12, so we are approaching 40 acres. And yeah, that should be rare enough to start with. And I'm told you can have even 2,000 goats on this kind of land. You can combine intensive and semi-intensive if you do hay and silage. Yeah, so you can have, quite a number of goats on about 40 acres. And that's the learning and the discussions I've been having with the ministry group.
Yeah, so thank you so much for that. Why we urge you farmers to work with us and not in isolation is that we are working on programs together with the Ministry of Agriculture to ensure that as goat farmers specifically, we have a voice. I know that we have an umbrella of farmers that brings us together, that is UNIFE, which we are part of as Menini Farms, but we are gearing towards value chain based systems that can look at a goat as a goat, and then we digest everything around this goat so that we can set pace for the local market here and the regional market, not forgetting the standards. So these all will be possible if we regulate ourselves as farmers, but also if we invite in ministry to come and look at what we are doing as farmers, then we can be able to have one voice as goat farmers, which is why we are encouraging you, all you goat farmers out there, that this journey is real, and we encourage you to join it so that we can have standard goat farms. We can set pace for good deals out of these goats that we have here, up to value addition. Thank you so much, and over to
Yeah, thanks, colleagues. So all people out there in this region, western part of this country, Uganda, you should look out for the next phase, because very soon we are going to be branded and digitally on the market as Udes, of course, with support from our team. So we are going to have products, so you don't need to walk long distances looking for better breeds. So once we do the multiplication, this is going to be a better hub for having your parent stock, buying animals and other products like seed cuttings for pasture. So it's going to be a hub for so many things. But look out to the journey, and we'll be informing you going forward on those improvements as we hit the market. Thank you so much for listening to us. Please like us, share and subscribe to our channel. And in the end, come and start your own ventures. Thank you so much.